Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just gonna have like a little talk with you guys. I just want to talk. I just want to chill today, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I don't want to be awkward because like I feel like in this video I'm gonna be more like, lighthearted and maybe joke around a bit more than I usually do because I know a lot of my videos we'll just go into the Bible, just go straight in and I'll be reading verses and all of that. So, I mean, if you need one of those videos, you can go ahead and go onto my channel, look at that stuff. I know my last couple videos have been pretty serious and I was like, I kind of want to lighten up the mood a little bit because it's needed. And before I even started this video, I just felt God kind of, lightening up my mood a little bit, and just even with everything going on, I just feel the joy of the Lord. I'm just excited because, see, I don't even like living in the present unless the present is good. But if the present is bad, I don't dwell on the bad parts of it. I like to be joyful because I know that what the future holds is so much better and brighter. And so, if that's kind of what you like, this is the channel to be at. I got videos about working out, videos about the gym, all that stuff, which I want to make more. And I want to do more like lifestyle videos where I'm like vlogging and doing all that stuff. So, I got a little variety for you guys. You can see the life of a follower of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We're not all boring, I promise. And we're not all judgmental, mean, da 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 da. Okay, I feel like I say that a lot. I'm always like da 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 da. Hopefully that doesn't get annoying. But today, wow, it's already been 2.5 minutes. You guys didn't tell me to stop rambling on. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, I want to just talk to you guys about, being a Christian woman, but I want to focus more on, being single and waiting on God. Like, you could be waiting to have sex till marriage. You could be waiting to date anybody at all in general. Because you want to wait till like the perfect person, which no one's perfect, but you want to wait till God brings you your future husband. And if you are a guy watching this, I'm sure you could get something from that too. You're waiting on God to give you that future wife. So if that's something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. I feel like I'm like a Disney Channel person, like, then keep on watching. So, little backstory, I am 23 years old, and yes, I am waiting in all areas on God. I am not gonna date anybody unless God gives me the green check mark, the green flag, and he's like, yeah, you can date, you can be with that person, you can marry that person. Because I've realized in my life and also from other people's lives that relationships play a huge part and they affect all aspects of you, your body, your soul, your mind, your life, what you're doing, literally everything. And so that's one of the main reasons I think that the devil will attack relationships and marriages, with the divorce rate being so high, relationships not working, this and that, because unity is so incredibly powerful. And, God loves using marriage, He created it. And I feel like a lot of people get it twisted when it comes down to the way that Christians look at sex. And also, I feel like put a lot of shame on that. But in all reality, God created that. You know what I'm saying? He created that and it's a good thing. It literally creates life and it also creates a bond between that man and that woman. Where we get it twisted here is when we do that and we're not going to end up with that person is not going to be our husband or a wife, it can create something called a soul tie. You won't see this word specifically in the Bible, but it is more of like a spiritual saying. It basically means that you are connected with this person, like your souls are connecting. So when your bodies are physically connected, you're probably thinking, "Oh, it's only physically connected for that moment." But afterwards, it's basically like you guys are connected on a spiritual level. And so a lot of Christians even, you know what I'm saying, they overlook the spiritual side of things. They don't believe in witchcraft, they don't believe in spirits and this and that. They just believe in the Bible happened and now nothing else special or crazy is gonna happen. They don't they don't think about that stuff. Or maybe it freaks them out, and that's understandable. But I feel like it's so important to actually at least learn about it so that way it can start to make sense. So when you have this connection with this person, a soul tie, say this person deals with depression and you've never experienced depression, and now all of a sudden you're connected with them spiritually. So if this depression in their life is coming from an evil spirit, sorry if you guys hear that, I think that's my neighbor. So if that depression is coming from a spirit, then it's going to be connected to you as well, because two become one. So therefore, quite literally, their problems are your problems and your problems are their problems. And so that's another crazy, huge, important reason why we should be waiting on God, and also during that waiting season, working on those things that are bothering us. If we do have those evil spirits attacking us, if we do have depression and if we do have depression and anxiety or this or that, and it's just stuff that we need to work on. And even if it's not quite perfect and you feel God has brought that husband or wife, that's something that you still need to work on. That's something that you need to be talking with your husband or wife about. So a little bit of advice, okay, from me. I'm not perfect, but some of the things that have helped me to wait for this future husband of mine is to be very careful who I'm interacting with. It could be guys or girls, whoever you're talking to make sure that these people have similar mindsets as you, and that they're not going to keep constantly saying, why are you not dating that person? Why are you not talking to them? This and that, or ooh, you should go be with them, and isn't he or she cute, or whatever it might be, right? So we have to be very careful. And if you tell somebody something and you're like, hey, listen, like I'm waiting for, who God has for me, and then they still continue to do and say those things, there has to be a boundary. There has to be a line that's drawn. So that's like very important to me. And also there's a verse that's in the Bible, and it says, do not awaken love before it's time. You guys, that is so crazy. They should have that verse written in multiple parts of the Bible, because listen, guys, awakening love before it's time is so dangerous, because you can end up being heartbroken, and then guess what? That's going to slow you down from working on yourself. Truly, it's going to slow you down and slow you down from your purpose and what God has for you, because you're going to be so sad. I promise heartbreak is not fun. And you guys might think, oh, it's fine, I'll just get over them. If they hurt me, I don't care, like, because that's what I told myself. I was like, I don't care, this and that. Like, basically just saying, oh, like, if they do this, then I'm just gonna be numb. I'm not even gonna care. Why would I care about them? You know what I'm saying? Why would I care about that person anyways? And I just wasn't thinking straight. But you know what? God taught me so many things in that situation. But I'm not saying, oh, go do it just so it's a learning thing. You know what I'm saying? God can still teach you and do things with you. So we have to obey the Bible, not just say, oh, you know what, I'll do it and then I'll be able to help other people with it. That's true, you will, but you don't do it just because. You know what I'm saying? You don't sin and do all that stuff just to have a testimony, just to do this and that. No. God wants to use you exactly how you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't go do that stuff on purpose. So my advice is, don't awaken love before it's time, okay? So if you feel like you like somebody, before you continue on talking to that person, before you continue on, getting your feelings and emotions involved with that person, you have to, first of all, be honest with them. Because if they are the person for you and you're not being honest with them, what does that say? They're gonna be like, this person is not ready to be a husband or a wife. They can't even communicate and be honest with me. Okay, so make sure you're being honest with them and telling them what your intentions are to begin with. Like, hey, listen, I'm doing this with God, and that person should be a godly person as well. They should be waiting as well, because God is not gonna have you be with somebody that you're not equally yoked with. Basically, that term means equally yoked is you guys are kind of at the same level, or at least headed in the same direction, where you guys are both, wanting a more powerful relationship with God. You want to get closer with God, and you're just working on yourself, So make sure that you have that communication. But if God is saying wait, you need to wait. If God is saying no, you need to just be like, okay, sorry, we can't talk, because otherwise your feelings are going to get into it. This is going to get into it. And so, yeah. And if God is not saying anything, if you're like, well, I asked God and I'm not really hearing anything, then what you still need to do is just take a step back and wait, because God is testing you. If He wants you to talk to that person, trust me, He will let you know. So, the only way you continue on with that person and keep going further and further is if God says yes. If He says wait or no, back away. If He says nothing, just, don't do anything. Just, maybe you could say hi to that person, whatever you think your limits are, but don't continue on talking in that way to that person. And that is my advice. Okay, do whatever you think God is telling you to do. At the same time, everything that I'm saying, it's not end all be all. I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? I have my imperfections and things. So if I'm saying something and maybe you don't agree with it, then just go to God and pray about it and see what He says. And if you're watching this and maybe you are going through heartbreak or confusion or whatever the situation may be having to do with relationships, then my advice to you is to just get as close as possible as you can with God. It might hurt. You might feel like, oh, I'm going to feel like this forever, or I feel like I'll never get over this person. I promise you that when you come to God truly and you have that love, you feel His love and He transforms you, then He can heal anything physically and mentally and emotionally and all this. He can heal any broken heart, and He's going to show you how much He loves you. He's going to show you who you really are in Christ. And when you really know who you are, you're going to be like, oh man, and you begin to love yourself the right way. And you're like, I deserve this type of love from somebody. The way that they treated me wasn't right, or we didn't quite get along the right way. And make sure that if you did somebody dirty, if you hurt them, and even if you didn't mean to, it's always good to apologize. And this isn't even just in this situation. It's anything in life. Always go and apologize. Like, really mean it. If you feel like you're not meaning it, then wait and spend time with God and be like, God, can you help me to mean this apology? And apologize to that person. If they flip out, if they're upset, if they ignore you, whatever the situation is, at least you know that you did your part. And I promise you, when you go and you apologize to that person, things will shift so quickly in your life, I promise. And God can heal that pain even quicker. Another thing that helps is also forgiving that person. You apologize, but you also forgive them if they hurt you or if they did anything wrong to you. Forgiveness is also another way that God can heal you and make you feel so much better, because holding on to that pain and that hurt, first of all, it takes up so much energy. All right. Second of all, when you're holding on to that allows the devil to have legal rights to sit here and torment you on that subject. I know that's crazy that I just said that. It's another spiritual thing that maybe you've never heard about before, but this is just the reality of Christianity that's you don't really see in the Bible. So I'm here to kind of help you guys. You're going to ask me, how do you know that, Savannah? Just trust me. And if you don't trust me, then just stick on this channel and hopefully I can explain it to you someday. So I know that's a lot. But okay, so yes, forgiveness. Forgiveness. You forgive this person, God is going to help you and heal you, and it's going to be supernatural. That's all I'm going to talk about on this subject, because I feel like there's so many other videos I could talk about, certain things having to do with relationships, and this is just kind of to dip your guys' toes into it. Is that the right metaphor? Like, I want you guys that are on my channel, that are sticking along with me, to understand more about the spiritual side of things, and so that way when I make more videos, I could say, well, in this previous video, I talked about this, about the spiritual realm. So you guys can kind of, learn a little bit more each video about soul ties and these spiritual things, legal grounds that the devil has. You're like, legal grounds, legal rights, what's going on? How does he have this? How does he have that? It doesn't make sense to me. Where in the Bible does it say he has legal rights and da 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 da? But it's just a way of explaining things that God has revealed to me and so many other people that are into that, spiritual realm. And if you guys are like questioning, like, oh, is this spiritual realm and spirits and legal ground, soul ties, all that, is this of God? Well, first of all, second of all, third of all, whatever of all, you guys just also have to go to God and talk to Him about it. Like I said, if you are questioning something that I'm saying, go to God. I keep doing this when I say go to God because I don't know, that's the area I pray to God. But go to God, ask him, test the spirit is like what people say. You know what I'm saying? Ask him, be like, God, listen, this girl on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? She's talking about this and that, and ask him for confirmation and do whatever you have to do. Okay. So that is it for my video today. I hope that you guys got something good out of it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you guys so much, and have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.